Hello there, everyone. Hope you're doing great. Let's go to the backtest. I'm going to do Nasdaq again. Just so you know, I'll update from the yesterday's trade. This was a trade, it was a break even. So when I shared it here, it was around here. It was basically at break even at the entry when I shared yesterday at 6 a.m. So we were doing great. I had all my targets marked. And yeah, this is the 1 hour chart. It was looking good. We were very bearish. We manipulated the low, pulled back. Then it was going great. Then Mr. Trump just said, "Yeah, I think we are going to attack Iran today." So this shit just boom back. Then it kept going slowly and steady. It reached the extreme, and then Mr. Trump just said, "Yeah, actually, we are gonna sign the contract, the deal with Iran. We are not going to attack Iran." So this is the boom. And yeah, this was a break-even overall great trade. Can't control what Trump says. So yeah, no problem. It was a break-even, not a loss. So all good. On Nasdaq, I'll I'll show as well yesterday's trade because I think it's great to show what I'm taking live as well. So I'll show what I yesterday was a losing day by the way on Nasdaq for me. I lost is 0.75, point 0.7, something like that. Point 0.7 I believe. So this is market open. I'm gonna skip to the open itself. So we open here on the 30 minute on this 1 minute candle. The 1 hour was looking like this, so it was already looking very bearish. 15 minutes it already had done the manipulation. So I looked on the 5 minutes and I saw this manipulation. So the order block was here. And then I just see this 1 minute candle going there very quickly and then just retracing. So yeah, with this FR. All right, since we already manipulated, I believe, and 1 hour was looking very bearish. I thought, yeah, it is a valid trade. I got in, stops were here on this one, and yeah, I thought it was a great trade. I liked the trade, even though it is a more risky trade. It was going great on the beginning, and then we just pull back, boom, again. So at this point, I was already thinking, all right, I'll manage here, but I did not because I was waiting for a good 5 minutes close. It was a good 5 minutes close, but I decided not to manage. And then we just, yeah. So yeah, I should have managed here. I did not though. So it was a full -1 hour. It should have been here. I don't know why I didn't manage. But no problem. It was a stop loss, a quick one. So let me show the idea of this one. So we pulled back. We already reached all the 1 minute PDAs, 1 hour PDAs. At this point, I want to see 5 minutes confirmation before getting in on anything. So at this point, I was already thinking, all right, this is looking great to just pull back and give me a short entry to the targets. I was liking it, but I'm still waiting for the 5 minutes. to confirm. So at this point, we confirm. I was with an entry here on this 1 minute candle. So my entry was like this. With the same target to the here. Target was here. To 2.3R. This was a trade. It did not take me in for this bit for two handles. So we just keep going. After this close, I was considering putting the entry here, but I was not fast enough. Then we just did this and I put the entry here, stop loss above the 5 minute fair value gap. So as you can see, the stop loss was here. Target, I needed it to be a little bit lower. So yeah, I got in here on the CFDs. I was able to get in here, but that doesn't matter. So at this point, 1 minute is already looking like it's gonna stop us, but I was like, all right, no problem. 5 minutes fair value gap still makes sense. So it is right now on the order block plus fair value gap. So I was like, all right, I could have left the the limit order here, then, but no problem. At this point, I was like, all right, if it is a loss, it's probably going to be a quick one. If it is a win, it will range or just react now from the 5 minutes per value gap. So I'm tuned. We start reacting. Doesn't look very good because it started reacting from the order block, the bullish point. Then we just came back to the fair value gap again, reacted. Was looking good. And here I was thinking, all right, GG's. Then we range. Start moving bearish again. And then right here, was it right here? Yeah. So here it was at this 5 minute close. So right here, when this candle closed, I managed my stop loss to above the 5 minutes high, the 5 minutes fair value gap. Then I waited that it closed under here. After it closed under here, I managed my stop loss to here. So above the 5 minutes order block. At this point, I was already moving subs more aggressively, given that we ranged this much in the stop loss area, and we are already at -1R. So I'm managing more aggressively in order to secure not a loss, as currently at the minimal possible loss or minimal profits. So at this point, when we form this fair value gap and close the 5 minutes candle, we did not close yet here. I manage my stop loss to here. Then when we close 1 minute bearish again, I manage my stop loss to here. And at this point, I was like, all right, I'm not going to manage more because I have already a break even secured plus 15%, 15 or 20, something like that. So we reached second target and we start pullbacking. I was like, all right, this is going to be a break even. This was at 1.1 R at this point, and then it just starts reversing. And yeah, I was tagged out. I was tagged out around here. So yeah, it was the plus 0.2 here and -1 here. On that count, it was a minus 0.75, something like that. So yeah, the trades are valid, but yeah, if I had been able to get in here or even here, even with stops here, this would be a better trade because I would be able to target smaller, even putting this stop just above This would have been my final target would have been here. So I would have secured 0.6R. It would be better. But no problem, I wasn't quick enough. The trade was valid and I recovered a little bit of this loss. Overall, it was not the best, but no problem. And it just kept. So yeah, the management was good. Going back to 1302, which is where we were on the backtest. So 13. Is on the next 1 hour candle. Daily close bearish. 12 hours looking bearish. We inverted this 12 hour. 4 hour bearish. Yeah, everything's looking bearish. So let's go. Market open on 5 minutes. Market open here. I'll just mark this 5 minutes per value just to be aware of it. Alright, so we manipulated, we touched the 12-hour inverted fair value gap. And then we closed with a shift on the 5 minutes. Let me put some target. Let me put some target. So I can use my first target. Second target is here, so not much of a difference. Next target here. Here. Alright, so at this point, I need my target to be around here, 2.4 hour. And I'll put stops here. So around 2.06 hour. It is a risky one. Ooh. So do I manage already? No. I'll wait for a 5 minutes close. I like because it pulled back to the 5 minutes order block, which was the entry, and reacted great. I would like to see a better 5 minutes close. Alright, now that we made a great 5 minutes close and we shifted again, I'm managing my stop loss. Not much, just on this. Oh, here. Right, so stop loss managed there. Actually, I'm putting it above the fair value gap, 5 minutes fair value gap. First target reached. I was not expecting it to be on a 1 minute candle. At this point, I'm putting stop loss above the the order block, so above here. Actually, at this point, I don't think it does make sense to go there. So I'll put at this one, and this way I'm happy with the management, given that we already reached the first target, and I'm not at a loss. Right, close. Raise, great management. But I hate when this happens. Motherfucker just reached the two first targets beautifully and then just completely reverses in 2 minutes. So this was a plus 0.69. Plus 0.16. 6. Alright, this was a management. Alright, so GG plus 16 now. Let me just check how it looked. Yeah, I'll the close of the 15 minutes with a week is crazy. Yeah, the 1 hour was great. We reached even with yeah, we reacted from this order block, which is great reaction by the way. At this point, if I had noticed it, I could have managed it more aggressive, so it would be a 0.6 star. But yeah, no problem. I'm not gonna change it now. So GG's. Let me just keep looking to see if there is another opportunity as we can still go to the 12-hour fair value gap and then show a good entry again. There's not that much time passed since the market open. Hmm. I'm waiting for 5 minute confirmation. 5 minutes is not looking bearish at all. So we reached the 12-hour fair value gap. Wait. We are getting something here. Inverted the 5 minutes. Let me check the 15 minutes. It is not looking the best, but we reached the 12-hour fair value gap. 2 minutes we inverted it already. Yeah. So let me see. Could get in here. Move forward. Mm, I would need to have a tighter stop loss, which I'm not happy with, by the way. Yeah. have it like this. Alright. I was in very lightly pull it here. So now I want to see confirmation to the downside. Yeah, it's gonna be a -1 for sure. Yeah. So yeah, no. Yeah, it just the arrow would not have enough power there to any of the targets. So yeah. But let's see if we pull back from here. I might still get in even though yeah, motherfucker. I wanted to hold at least this prevailing up. But at this point I had the 2R here, so I did not want it. Let's see how I could have done it here. Let me check the one out. I can use this target I did not mark. Even then I'll manage more aggressive at this point. And this way I can hold this prevailing up. This way would be how would I manage it? Let me not open the stream. I minute. So we came back to the 12 hour to the 12 hour, so in that sense it is looking great. Then we shifted the 5 minutes again. At this point when we shifted, I'm putting my loss a little smaller, so putting the loss on there. Yeah, looks like it's gonna be a loss anyway, which actually I prefer. We get stopped out. Yeah. So we got stopped out here. I prefer. I would count it as a -1, but since it's stopped out anyway, I'll count it at -0.9 probably. So let me open calculator. 127. Oh no, I wrote that down. 48. I'm doing the calculations wrong. I just woke up. Yeah, doesn't matter. This is 133, right? 133 divided or 38. So it was minus 0.898. So minus 9 minus 0.9 minus 0.9. So then whatever. 15 minutes was looking like shit. Yeah, at this point, I'm not interested anymore. Yeah, so let's move on to the next day. It was a minus 74 day. Minutes. Daily continuous bearish. 12 hours. We did exactly what I forecasted. We went to the 12 hours. The fair value gap reacted and now showing bearishness. 4 hours looking bearish on the actual candle now. But as of that, before that, it was kind of bullish. 1 hour is bearish. So at this point, I'm okay with seeing it manipulate here or here. So let's go. So moving on to Nasdaq market up. So market open already. Oh, I fucked it up, guys. Market open. It has already passed 30 minutes from market open. Let's check. Yeah, but at this point, giving nothing. Yeah. I'm not entering with this 5 minutes. I should have. I was thinking, what could I have got in here? Something like this, a lot of shit and 5. I would have been good. But not in a million years. I would get in here with this 5 minutes. Yeah. Alright. So now it's looking better. Let me see the 1 hour close. 1 hour closed. The 1 hour close was great for our close now. So now, yeah, I like how it is. And I would like to see us pull back here and confirm bearishness. We are also on the 5 minutes fair value gap. Reacting to the 5 minutes fair value gap. I want to see 5 minutes inverting the fair value gap here. So did we invert this? Yeah, we inverted it. Let me just show you and confirm. So we inverted it. And this point, I'm putting my entry here. Here, stop above the high. Take profit. We beat this low, so with this stop loss, I'm able to cover. No more. I'm just so Let's go. We are in. Looking great. I'll wait for the 5 minutes close. 5 minutes close like this. Managing stops to where? To here. Above the 5 minute extreme. So stop loss here. After this 1 minute close, I might manage it to here, which is above this 5 minutes fair value gap. So fair value gap, 5 minutes, sorry, 5 minutes fair value gap is here. And I'm putting stop loss right above it. So basically at break even at this point. So I'll not be interested on managing it much more aggressive now. So we are showing a lot of bearishness, clean. We reacted to this value gap, but then we are showing that bears are strong. If we break lower here, I'm managing. So at this point, it does make sense to cover, to put stops here. So covering this 1 minute fair value gap if we want to manipulate, and the 5 minutes fair value gap and body candle are here. No, I'm gonna have it here. If we break lower, then I move it a little lower to this high. Yeah, we broke lower, so I'm putting stops. I noticed that we already went, but I need to do the management. I had already said that I would be managing it here. Actually, since the 5 minutes had already closed, I have managed stop loss to here. So at this point, I had already secured the one off. Would I have put the stop? No, I would not have put the stop loss there. It would have been here still. Due to the 5 minutes, it does make sense for it to pull back here and then continue. So I would have let it there. So yeah, it was a great trade, amazing. 2R, can't complain. I could have had a 2.5R, but yeah, not a problem. Great trade, great management. 2.2R. Did I count this trade? I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh shit. Looks like I did not write one. Oh, I don't know. I'll put the one on right now. Let me see. So I did not mark 1.27, which I don't know where it was, when it was. So I'm gonna put it here, 1.27. All right. So great trade. Let's see how price reacted. So I like when this happens. It reached target and then range, pull back, and yeah. All right, let's go on to the next day. Let me just see that 5 minutes might have given any more opportunity. So at this point, no, no, I would not be interested in anything. Yeah, sure. So let's go on to the next day. We're doing right. All right. All right. So at this point, daily is bearish. We do have a fair value gap up here. I'm not expecting it to get reached though, but if it goes there, I'm aware. We do have a 12-hour order block here, which this dually might be tagged 4 hours. Does not make sense for me to tag this, but I'll do 1 hour. So it does make more sense for me to mark this 1 hour. So let's go. We reached the 1 hour, reacted. Let's see the market open. I would like us to manipulate to the 12-hour order block. So market open right now. Great. I do prefer when there is manipulation. So we are at the 12-hour order block. At this point, I want to see a 5 minutes confirmation, at least inversion of the fair value gap. So yeah, we did have a strong, we did not invert it. So, yeah, we did not invert it, but we formed this VPR. I would not have gotten into here. Would I? No. Did not invert on the 2 minutes. So close, yeah, at this point I'm interested. But we just switched. We had reached one of the targets. We're pulling back before open. I still have target. This target. Let me see if it is 4-hour extreme, which is also the 12-hour on daily. Alright. A second. At this point, I'm not getting in here. I need a bigger pullback at least. It's 5 minutes. Preferably without reaching that target. Alright. So we pull back. We are on a 5 minutes. Well, yep, I need to have enough power to the target. So I'd like a bigger pullback to here. So we are reacting from this VPR. Yeah. So at this point I would need to get in something like this. How would I have enough power? I would just cover this 5 minutes. Preferably like this, but I would not have enough power. So it would have been just like this. No. So like this. I'm going for the lows. Looks like the way to go. But I would need to manage this trade way too aggressive. Mainly after we reach the second target, which is this one here. I'm managing it to a break even at least. After this, the reaching the 4 hour and daily extreme, I'm not accepting a loss. So let's see. I need a great 5 minutes close here to manage. Close was shit. Let's look at the 15 minutes. Yeah, it might still retrace. It is not looking good for me. Yeah. Yeah. So stop loss, sure. I almost did not get in, but I had this way to get to R. No problem, -1. Let's see if there is another one. So again, if I had enough R, I would have covered that, but yeah, I did not. So at this point, I'm getting in again, probably. So yeah, at this point, I'm putting entries right here on the 5 minutes. PPR looks like a -2 hour day, not gonna lie, which could have been a better day. Oh, at least yeah, I can target it. But this trade I said I would like to cover this, but 1.3 R is not acceptable. So looking forward to manage this one more aggressive. Waiting for 5 minutes and 15 minutes close. We reached the 15 minute. We are reacting from the 15 minutes for value gap. Do I manage stops here? Let me think. Yeah, I think I'll do since we are already on the red. So I'm managing stops to above the 5 minutes VPR. If the 5 minutes closes bearish, I'm putting stops at above this high. So 5 minutes. So great. We reached first target at this point. I have stopped above this 1 minute extreme. So right here. I'm considering increasing targets, but managing more aggressive, but I'm not sure. 2 hour is good. I would be 1 hour on the green under this, so I'm not being greedy. I will not be greedy. So we are on the 4 minutes order block. We need to start reacting bearish. Great. If we invert from here, I'll manage it a little more. Great. So I'll be managed to here. Here. Where to? Yeah, right here. Where I manage it to this high, to this. So I'm managing stops to above this wick. So at this point, 0.65. So there is, if it goes there, I'm minus 35 on the day. Great, please. If we go down from here, I'm putting stops above this. Please, motherfucker. Sorry. Ah. So we are out. Yeah, good management. I hate how they ended given that it reached the target. Yeah. It would have been a break even, by the way, if I was able to put stops here. If I had a bigger target, I with the same management, I would have been break even. But yeah, no problems. That's okay. It was -1 and the plus 65. So -1 and plus 0.35, 0.65. So this 35 is 12, 12, 12, and yeah. It was, let me check this stream. I think I read this. Yeah, it was 36. I was going to wait. So let's go. I think it was here. Let's go. I'll just check it a little more, see if 5 minutes shows bearishness. But at this point, 15. Yeah, why not? Yeah, not sure if there is anything that might make me interested. Mm. Do like this 5 minutes class. I do like it, but I'm not getting in at almost 6 p.m. But it was great. So if it was during tradable hours, I would have gotten here. Stops here, no, stops here. Take profits here. 15 minutes, that was it. Here. So let me check how the 15 minutes is when I'm getting in. So yeah, given the 15 minutes, I believe I would get in. But it would not be a high probability trade. But given the 15 minutes looking, I would get in, even though it is 5:45. But I would manage it more aggressive because I don't want to be in at 7 p.m. trading. Understand? So we broke the did it close? I mean, yeah, we closed like this. So at this point, I'm already managing it to here. So 27. So basically 0.55 risk. And looks like I might be getting tagged out. We are at this 5 minutes value gap, 5 minutes order block. Right here. So we reached both. I would like to see us moving lower now. If it goes there, it is a loss and I'm out. If we break lower on the 5 minutes, break lower than this, then I'm managing more aggressive. So we are at minus 0.5 hour. So yeah, I should have been on. Yeah, 6 p.m. But yeah, no problem. So minus one. Let me just check. -46.5 minus 8.75. No, I did it wrong. 87. 87.5. Yeah, I did it wrong. Yeah, so 46.5 divided per. So it is a minus 53.1 minus output minus 54. 54. So 1212 minus 154, 1158. Yeah, this part I'm not interested anymore. So we have 15 minutes away from the market open. Daily. We reacted from the extreme. No, we did not reach the daily. Okay. Okay, reacting. Still bearish on the daily. 12 hours bullish actually. Don't like it. 4 hours bullish. I hate that we are bullish on the smaller time frames and bearish on the higher on the daily. But at this point, I'm probably going for the bullish due to the 4 hours and 1 hour and 12 hour. But I'll be more careful. So 1 minute, we are 1 minute away from market open. 1 minute. I like the reaction to the 1 hour per dollar gap. I don't like how the 5 minutes close. Close like shit. I would like to see a strong bullishness. No? So this was the 5 minutes close. I'd like to see 1 minute. Breakout shit. Yeah. So I'm getting in. Motherfucker. It is going explosive. So I'm getting in here. I didn't think it would represent. So let's covering the full low. Given that I do believe we have enough order to the daily. The value gap, since the daily is bearish, but all the other time frames are bullish, the best target is the daily bearish fair value gap, as it might react from there to go bearish. I'll see if there is other areas I need to be careful in order to manage it. 12-hour target is the same, 4-hour target is the same. We already reacted to the 4-hour extreme. 1 hour high, I'm going to market 1 hour high, 1 hour extreme. So we might need to manage it more aggressive there. Yeah, let's go. It does make sense for us to pull back again. I know this is already on the 5 minutes. So I'd like us to pull higher, push higher. Alright, we are reacting to this. Let's see how the 15 minutes is looking like. Alright. I would like us to push higher than this for me to manage stops under here. Great. So as I said I would do, I'm pulling stops to here, to the body candles. If we get to the 1 hour extreme, I'm putting stop. Yes, so we reached. I'm putting stops here. Great trade. I love trades targeting daily FEG. Usually they are much cleaner, which is something that I've been noticing on both live and backtesting. Actually, now that we closed this, I might be managing more aggressively. So here we reached the 1 hour high. I do believe we are going to keep, yeah. So great trade, beautiful trade. I love this trade. This is a very clean trade. This is one of the better setups that we can have. I just don't like how it went here and made this huge wick before tagging us in. That could have just reversed on this candle. But I do love when we just manipulate lower and we then show a strong push, give confirmation with another shift, entry on the order block, stop loss under low, and targeting daily fair value gaps. I love when the closer targets are daily and it is clear. So on these situations, it usually goes there with cleaner moves and not just like on the day before. So 2.26, 2.26 R, 2.26 R. So we are 1158 plus 2.26 R, 1384. 1384. So I'm not interested anymore now that we reached the fair value gap. Even though we are pushing higher, I'm not interested at this point. Let's go to the next day. Yeah, so just reverse. Reach daily fair value gap and reverse. The smaller time frame. So let's go. Looks like that we might have an interesting day. So on the daily, we are reacting to the daily fair value gap, so bearish. On the 12 hours, we are still bullish, but we are reacting to the fair value gap as well, so I'm not considering the 12-hour much. 4-hour we are bearish, so bearish. 1 hour is bearish, so I'm bearish. So I would like to see manipulation to the 1 hour fair value gap, or preferably 4-hour or daily, but mainly the 4-hour. And let's go to the market open in 30 minutes. Almost there. So we are manipulating. Let me check it. The 5 minutes closes. Interesting. On the 1 hour, we also have this order blocks. So I'll wait for another 5 minutes close. If we close lower, I would already be interested. If we close this for 1 minute. Let me see targets. I don't like this. Here we have to do the one other one. Target. First target would be here, so not any far over to the first target. Second target here. Third target here. Alright. I'm not getting in. I might regret it, but with us reacting from here, I would have to have stops above here. I would not have enough far. Will I be interested in this 1 minute close? No, with 5 minutes looking like this now. If you're regular with in the 5 minutes, I would. Alright. So we reached 1 hour for value gap. Is this, yeah, is this 1 hour for value gap? Let's look at the 5 minutes. Alright, so we've also reached now the 4 hour order block and fair value gap. 1 hour. Don't like the 1 hour close. Let's continue. So now that we are reacting from it from the 4 hour, I'm interested if we show bearishness. If we close lower than this, I'm interested. Alright. So what did the 5 minutes close? 5 minutes did not close yet. 5 minutes did not close under there, but now will it? Yeah. So now it did. I'm getting in probably with a loss, given that we already saw this shit. So I'm getting in here. Big profits. Would be here. 2.5. Alright, so looking like a loss. Still looking like a loss. I mean, it's looking like shit now. I'd like us to push lower strongly, but I would like 5 minutes to close with a breakout structure. So down here, I would not want 5 minutes to close up here at this point, as there would be a huge quick. But at least it closed on there. We're looking like a loss. We should. We didn't. Whoa, 5 minutes is just terrible looking. Terrible. Yeah, 15 minutes also looking like shit. So I'm counting this trade to be a loss at this point. What is this trade? This is the worst trade I've seen on the backtest so far. So -1. We reached the 30 trades mark on live. So yeah, let's check how the 1 hour is looking. Oh, 1 hour is looking mega bullish. Let's see. No fucking idea. No fucking way. Let's see. So at this point, after the 5 minutes close, which was down here, close down here, this would be there. I would be interested. So this VPR, it went there, closed down, minus level gap. Entry would be here. Given that we also reacted from the 5 minutes, where the fair value gap, in case you haven't noticed. I would have to cover this there. Yeah, yeah. If target is big, I can do it like this. So let's see. I would manage it to the extreme, so not much. We are still at -1 on the day. I'll keep it marked actually, since it was important on the decision. So we reached both. We acted great on the value gap. Got in some bearishness, but I would like to manage it here, looking at the 1 minute. Looking at the 5 minute, it does not make sense to cover. Do not cover the VPR. I would like us to close down here. If we close under here, I'm putting stops above these extremes, or above this extreme actually. So at the -0.1, something like that. So 5 minutes close. I think I'm already putting stops here. Yeah, I'll put stops above this 5 minutes. So above this wick, 1 minute wick, 5 minutes wick. So let me check the 15 minutes. So we are at the extreme, so yeah, it does make sense for me to manage it. Let's see. If we push lower, I'm putting it here, just covering the fair value gap. Yeah. So at this point, I'm with the stop loss here, covering the 5 minutes fair value gap. So we still are not secured profits given we are -1. So let me check what the 1 hour is. For me to secure profits, it would be at this. So, just let me check. Yeah, here. So I'll keep it there just for me to know. I don't like it. It's manipulated the extreme. I would like it to just reverse here under the, I mean, it's fair value gap. There is still a chance. If we close under this fair value gap, I'm managing it more. Holy shit! Only management. So at this point, I'm managing to here. Right lower. Not looking that good to be honest. I needed to close lower for me to manage it. Yeah, so we are out. Hate it. So we are red on the day. And then we just continued. Let me check how it would have. So it inverted here, the 5 minutes per value gap. I didn't think I would have an FRR. No, I don't know if I would have been interested in that. I would need to cover this for me to be comfortable on the trade. On actual this 5 minute candle, that 5 minute wick. Would I have an FR? I would. To be honest with these are I'm even covering the high. Let's see if it let's see if it I would just enter if we broke here. If no, I would have been on the yeah. If we did not close, I would be here still. If we broke structure, then I'm here. I manage it more aggressive. With this 1 minute close, I might even put stop here or here. Yeah, I'm putting it at break even. Given that it is already almost 6 p.m., so I need to be more aggressive on the management. So if we were on a regular trade during, if it was closer to the market open like this one, I would have managed it here. But now I need to be more aggressive. Right. With this 1 minute close, I'm actually management it to above this week. Right. With this, I might manage it to above this week. So we are at -1 plus 0.3. So we are at -0.7 on the day. Let me check where would be the 0.7. 0.7 would be around here. But I'll just have it marked. So at this point, we have 0.5 security here. So if we are stopped out, it would be a -0.2 day. So not a problem. But I would prefer it to be a win, of course. So we closed here. It is 6 p.m. So I'm managing it to above this week. At this point, I secured the break-even day, which is crazy, securing a break-even day after this. Yeah, break-even after 3 trades. Break-even. I'm sleepy today. Let me check. All right. I'm happy with the management overall. I was not happy with holding it till break-even again, till the 5 minutes fair value gap. It might have been, I would probably have the management here if it was regular normal hours, as I said. So I would cover the 5 minutes, but trading at this time, it is already past a long time. So yeah, I would not be happy with holding it there. So being honest, I would not be, but I do like to see that we reach the target. All right, and then we reverse. Sure, at least we reached the first target, and then we kept ranging. I would like to see if we reach the second one. No. All right, we reached the first target, and then just completely range. Sure. This -1 is from this trade or last trade. All right, so last trade was the profit, so this -1 is already from this one. All right, so we are at 32 trades. 32 trades. I don't think I. Yes, so this is -1. It was a break-even day, so I just don't need to move it. -1. Let me just check if it is right here. -1 plus 0.3 plus 74. So it was a plus 0.4. Okay, I will not count it as 0.4 with fees, etc. Break even, yeah. So -1 plus 0.3 plus 0.7. So yeah, let's go to the next day. Oh, wait. Daily is bearish. We reacted from the daily for value gap 12 hours. On the current one is looking bearish, but without counting with the actual candle now, it is bearish. It is bullish. 4 hours, same thing I said on as of the 12 hour. I don't like the look of it. 1 hour is bearish. At this point I'm bearish, but I don't like it. I would prefer to wait for the 1 hour close, to be honest, to have a more clear bias. So that's what I'm gonna do. I got open. So we're just moving mega bullish. Let me check how it is looking. So the manipulation was to a low. So this already gives extra points to me. 12 hours is now looking bullish. 4 hour did not revert. So for me, this is mega bullish. Yeah, so at this point, I'm bullish. Let me check if I would be bullish here. Already because I moved it way too fast. 15 minutes. Yeah. Anything. No, I would not get in here because we were on the 1 minute, 1 hour for loading. And here, would I get in here? I don't like that we already did the major move. I would like to see a retrace somewhere here. I think I actually caught this trade live. I believe I caught it when I was more aggressive, so I think I got in here. Yeah, I will not check it. But I do remember. Alright, so we moved here. Wait a second, it did exactly what I said. So wait a second. So we moved here onto the 1 minute value, 1 minute order block plus 5 minutes order block. So we did a shift here. Was I getting already? Or did I wait? Another one. After this 1 minute close, I would be more interested. So at this point, I'm putting entry here plus covering the 5 minutes value gap. You're even here. Where can let me see targets. So first target is here, second target here. So yeah, on 24 hour, 4 hour, 4 hour extreme as well. 12 hour. Yeah. All right. So let's go. Let's check how it goes. Mm-mm-mm. I was considering reducing stops in order to have a better NR without having to put it. I want to cover this fair value gap. All right. So all right. What the fuck? I wasn't expecting this, but I do remember something like I my targets were somewhere here. I do remember I caught this trade when I was way more aggressive. I was entering on something. I think I got in this stops like here, and I think no, my targets were my stop loss should have been here probably. My targets were a little above this highs, yeah. So probably around here. Yeah, I do remember taking this trade and then just thinking, holy shit, I missed out so much profit. I do remember. It was a long time ago. I do remember. It was one of my first trades on Nasdaq on CFDs. So I do remember. So, whoa, this was impressive. If I had put stop loss here, would have been a 3.51. Here, 2.4. But yeah, I would have put it here. I do prefer covering that fair value gap for sure. So 2.1, and we reached all the targets. So yeah, I'm not interested in any more trades, to be honest, but I'm gonna see it. So we pulled back and did the same when I could have got in on the same trade. Holy shit, I could not. Holy shit, I could. Well, so yeah, I like it. It reached target and then boom, 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 boom. Completely ranged. Amazing. So looking at the 5 minutes, we could have also re-entering, but I would not be interested after we have already reached target. But just so for you to see, this would have been an order block from around here. It would have retraced. Entry would be somewhere around here. During this, I think profit would need to be yeah, so probably it stops to one. So it would be something like this with us getting out like here probably. Yeah, but I would not get in this on a million years. So yeah, a good trade, domestic trade, 2.02 R, 2.01, 2.01, yeah. So 2.01. So we reached the 15 R returns. We did not move to the next slide, did we? No. Oh, already. So microphone was already 15. Alright, Billy, we are bullish. So let me clear this a bit. So at this point we are bullish. One daily order block, 12 hours order block, 4 hour, 4 hour is bearish. So this would be a day I would not be very interested to trade unless we close carefully. 1 hour is bullish. Yeah, I would not like this day much. I would not like much this day. So yeah. So we didn't move to bullish without manipulation. 4 minutes close. We did not break structure on the 1 minute. Right. I'm waiting for the 1 hour close. I'm not interested in anything till the 1 hour close. Yeah. On 1 hour close. Not good. 4 hours. Yeah, 1 hour and 4 hours bullish is bearish, while 12 hours and daily is bullish. I don't think I'm interested. Yeah. I think it will be a rangy day. No, it was a great bearish day. It would have given great trades, but I would not get in on shorts with this 12 hour or daily. I would not. Okay. So we reacted from the 5 minutes early block, we inverted. So what was it? So at this point, when we invert here, yeah, the entry would be here. So if I was bearish, I would be getting in here. That's on those. So this would be the bearish trade. If I was bearish with bearish bias, which I was not. I would not get in on this. But this would be the trade if we were bearish. So yeah, great price action on the smaller time frame. But I would not get in on this day. Check if there is any comment. So let's go. Stop. We are almost there. So a little more. Right. Daily bearish. 12 hour bearish. So daily bearish. hours bearish, 4 hour, more or less bullish. 1 hour close bullish. Uh, yeah, I'm bearish, but I would like to wait for more confirmation and the manipulation. Yeah, I wouldn't here. We did manipulate, but it was before the session. Oh, we did manipulate to the order to 50 minutes order. This is important. So we manipulated to the 15 minutes, and now we are. Uh, let me check targets. So first target here, second target. No, this is the third target. Second target here. This is daily. Daily extreme, 12 hour extreme, 12 hour, and daily. So 12 hour extreme. Yeah. So I would like a pullback to at least here. I like that at least we did not reach the target. Which let me check the target. Yeah, 1 hour extreme. Wow, yeah, 15 minutes. Alright, so we manipulated. We are now on the. Maybe close like this on the hourly. No, we are still far from the close. Yeah, terrible. 15 minutes close. 15 minutes did not close it. Alright, so we are on the 15 minutes hour level. Okay, we need to see 5 minutes confirmation to shorts. So we reached, which is the 4 hour fair value gap, which I was interested. I would like to see the 1 hour closing more bearish than this. So this is already a close. 4 hours is not looking bearish. 4 hours as well. I wait for more confirmation. I'll need 5 minutes to at least invert fair value. I like to see us having a strong bearish close here, which doesn't look like it's gonna have. Uh, Deal was bearish. 12 hours was bearish. 4 hours and 1 hour was not bearish. So yeah, it could have been a good long, but I would not long this. I hate it. And again, if we were bullish, it would have been a good. So we manipulated, inverted 5 minutes. We went to the 5 minutes order block, Fidelity, another block, huge order block. If I was bullish, I would get in on here. Uh, under it. Target over here. And I would have the stop loss here already. And I would be like that here. But I was not interested in the longs. We did reach the bullissionary target, but I would not be getting in on this, even after the 1 hour and 4 hour close. Because the 1 hour and 4 hour close was very bullish. But I don't think I will be getting in on that. Even that we reacted from here. So yeah. On to the next day. So we are almost there. We are clearly bullish. Daily. Bullish. 12 hours bullish. 4 hour bullish. Alright, so now we are bullish. Alright. So let's go. I'd like to see manipulation, and I'm interested on the long target. We should have been for target. Would be the first target. 12 hour. First target. Remove this target. Finally, my favorite is the second one, which is the 12-hour order block and fair value gap. So let's go. Okay, then it is the whole time. Wow. So we just reached it on the first minute. Yeah, I will not be getting any here. So yeah, GG. It already reached all our targets. We found the line to get in. GG. Yeah, it reached the target and then just ranged. I thought that it just reached targets in 5 minutes. But yeah, but now we are bullish still. This does look so. So daily bullish. Uh, 12 hours, bullish, 12 hours, value gap here, 4 hours, value gap also there. Alright, and target wise, first target, second target, harder block, 12 hours, value gap here. So these are the targets. I won't see manipulation. Alongside, and then 5 minutes confirmation. Check how the 15 minutes is looking. Alright, we are on the 15 minutes for value gap. 1 hour. Order block here. I'd like to see a deeper pullback though. So yeah, let's go. I want to see 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes close. Alright, so we are manipulating. Now we are on the fair value. I'll wait for 5 minutes to show more bullishness. Inverting up a fair value gap, preferably. Does not looking like it wants to. 1 hour close like this. Very bearish. For still acceptable. Only the 1 hour is looking like shit, so at this point I'm waiting for. Yeah, at this point I'm already out. Not interested. But shit. So yeah, I really don't think I would be interested. I'll just keep watching for it. Just if we start being very bullish. But I don't know if I would be interested in this. We already, yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I wouldn't long on this much bearish, but I do believe it will go up. But I would not long it here. It looks like I did the right thing. I would not long here. So let's move on to the next day. Price section like shit. I moved too much. That looks like I'm not gonna be interested. Daily still bullish, more or less. 12 hours bearish. 4 hours is bearish. No, it does a good check. No, it did not touch the value up. Alright, so we are bearish, bearish. I would like a manipulation here. What would be the target? So these are the targets 4 hour extreme here. Alright, so these are the targets. Let's see if we do have something. Sorry. 30 minutes till the market open. So I'm manipulating. Right, so let's see. Let's did not invert. We did invert here though. Would I be getting in here or waiting for my confirmation? I don't like the 5 minutes close. Did it close here? It closed here. I will not be getting in on this close. But if we do show versions, no, I would be interested on the 5 minutes. I want a 5 minutes confirmation. Doesn't look like it wants. 1 hour already closed. We are still bearish, alright? Yeah, still bearish. I want to see 5 minutes showing bearishness. Alright, so it start doing so. Did I get in already here? So let me think. Let me see the whole scenario. So we close the hour here. Yeah. Yeah, I do like we went to the 4 hour order block, 1 hour fair value gap, reacted great, 5 minutes closing, 15 minutes. He's looking bullish probably, yeah. But on the other time frames, yeah, he's looking great. So at this point, I'm getting in where I would probably get in here, but I would prefer it to be on this 5 minutes order block here or here. I do think I would get in here. Here stops above the high. I do have an FRR to the target. So my target would be this loss probably. Yeah. So let's see. I am expecting it to pull back here though. Yeah. I do not like how it is looking. Stop that. I would still be interested if we shift 5 minutes again. It just stops me out. Looks rangy. Alright. Wait. Let's see. It goes here. 15 minutes. Goes bearish. We reacted to the order block. It is a better looking scenario. I will be getting in here. Stop loss above the high. Take profit on this template. like this trade, even though I don't like that it looks like a barcode and looks like a love. Motherfucker. Just kept ranging. It ranged for 2 hours. Why am I getting it after 2 hours range? I do believe it is valid. Yeah, it is valid. This looks like a -2 hour day, which is not good. Yeah, -2 hour day. I'm not getting in on anything else. I mean, if this 5 minutes close, I have to. Water? Would does it make sense for it to cover this? No, it does not. I would never. 15 minutes is still looking dry. I mean, it's looking good. I might still get in now. I would like to pull back there. I want a stronger close. Bearish, of course. Would I get in this shitty shit? Yeah, while it does make more sense for me to cover this low. I'll actually get in on them. 5 minutes close, it does make more sense. It would be safer. On the close of the candle, so this way target will remain the same. This can be a -3 hour day. I don't like that though, by the way. It is not looking good. I would like to see us reacting and closing more bearish, closing bearish. So closing under here. If we close under here, I'm actually already managing it. We're given that we are at a -2 hour day, and it would be a valid management. I would like us close down here on the 5 minute step. So we did. At this point, I'm break even above this 5 minutes. Fair value gap. So risk free on this trade, I'm already -2 hours. So if it is a full TP, I'm basically break even on the day. So it is looking good. Reach first target on 4 minutes. Managing it to here. I do like this one really close. We reached this X. No, we did not. Looking good. I'm still covering it. At this point, I'm with stop loss. Probably here. Yeah, it does make sense. Here. So I'd like to see us moving lower now. Lower. Take down. Wait, it makes sense for me to manage it here. Yeah. Here. Again, exit there. Given that we respected the 5 minutes and given the hour, alright, I don't like it. But yeah, GG, this would have been a shitty day. So this was so minus 2 or 7. So minus 2. Let me do that. So 1385 plus 0.57, 1442. If I trade, alright. So let me just see. It would have been, yeah, thank you. Alright, so moving on to the next day. And then we just kept and reached all targets. Which, by the way, yeah. We are 1 hour away from market open. So now we are at the market open itself. Alright. So daily bearish, of course, with this gap. 12 hours bearish. Everything's bearish with this gap, yeah. So on our value up here, the gap itself here. So let's go. So we are on the gap. I want to see bearishness on the 5 minutes. We fill the gap. 5 minutes is starting to show bearishness. But all other time frames are still heavily bullish. So I want to move information. If we close on here on 5 minutes, it would be interesting. No. So at this point, oh, all right. 5 minutes closed here. I think that is 1 minute. The valley gap. 10 minutes also inverted. Target to like so this. So at this point I would have to manage it more aggressively. So these are the targets. 1 minute. Oh, we are already at March, on March. So I need to mark it here, the February. That's 5 minutes closed, then we go to that fair value gap. Would that be the entry? Would that be the entry? Probably. So right here, stop loss covering the high, or maybe the extra profit. So we need to manage it more aggressive. And all right, so we are on a losing streak. I need to mark the February. So uh, February. So where does it end? Is it here? Right, yeah. So everything here is from February. So like this, results were use calculator 1442 minus 6, so 785. I started at the worst month. What's the 785? Trade 35 minus 19 trades. So looking good. So now we are at 21, 1342. It is 9:30. So for the day is done. The morning live stream. I still have to go to physiotherapy, and I don't know if it's in English. So yeah. So this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We ended February. So we did the first trade on March, which was a loss. So let's go. Let's see how it goes on the next live stream, which is probably going to be, which day is it? Yeah. So probably tomorrow I won't be able to. Probably that Sunday I will. Sure. So yeah, see you in 2 days on Sunday. Bye.